India has to build its own cybersecurity capability, one good for the country as well as for the world.
Hello and welcome to an exclusive interview by ET Edge Insights. I am your host Ritika Singh, and in this episode we will delve into leadership, strategy and innovation. Joining me today is Dharshan Shanthamurthy, founder and CEO, SISA. So what prompted you the idea to come up with this report?
See, one of the key things is India has done a phenomenal job in the last decade or so in the BFSI sector. I mean, starting with UPI to digital public infrastructure, I think we've done a phenomenal job. And this gives both a responsibility as well as an opportunity for India to showcase and talk about its cybersecurity work that we have done as a community, and also to support the ecosystem globally. Because today, cyber threats are not restricted to one geography, one country. What can happen in some other country can get replicated very soon in any country for that matter. So the thought of this report to partner with, and one of the key things that they did differently, and we have, thanks to the government of India, is we wanted to do it in public-private partnership with the government so that it has more acceptance as well as more reach for people to benefit from such a kind of report. So that's what prompted us to do this.
How do you think this partnership has led to achieve your goals of Viksit Bharat 2047?
No, a brilliant question. And I think this is very, very important for Viksit Bharat, our Honorable Prime Minister's vision of Viksit Bharat by 2047. Because one of the key goals is, any country for that matter, if it has to be a developed country, has to be able to, safeguard its digital borders. And we need to create a cybersecurity ecosystem which is strong, self-sustenance, and also links very closely with Atmanirbhar Bharat. So I'm very, very happy that we are taking strides in that direction, and very soon we will, we'll accelerate that pace, to meet those goals.
How do you think SISA will take this forward? The digital threat report of 2024, how do you think you're going to take this forward in 2025?
This report has gathered a lot of attention. Within India and outside India are looking forward to this report. People have been curious to know what this report is going to contain, how is it going to, what they can take learnings from it. So we are SISA being a global player in the digital payment industry. We are showcasing it in one of the largest cybersecurity events in the world, which is the RSA conference in San Francisco and Moscone. We are going to present this report. We're going to showcase this report, and keep disseminating, because I think the job is only 50% done. And the other 50% is to disseminate this knowledge to the entire ecosystem. And I think people like you are going to play a very important role in talking about this report, because more we need to educate. And education, one of the key things that we always restricted only to the consumers or the users. That is not just one fraternity, but we also need to extend it to institutions and organizations, their leadership team. And I think media has a very important role to play in it. And talking more about this report will only accelerate. And that's a job that I think we are all in together. Yeah.
Will this digital threat report have a global impact?
I believe so. I believe it can definitely elevate our stance in the global arena, because today what we are, it's a very big milestone for the country as well, because we are just saying that, hey, today we are not just the leaders in the digital payment industry, with immediate payments, like the way we say 48% of the world's immediate payments are done in India. But we can also now say that, hey, we are also sharing our learnings, being one of the thought leaders in the digital payment industry. We are also sharing our cybersecurity, how we've achieved it through cybersecurity initiatives, and what we anticipate going forward. So I'm sure that many countries can take clue from this, and then, and learn from what we have done. And also, we also have to learn. It's a continuous process.
What are some of the challenges that you have faced working in the cybersecurity and the fintech arena?
So the challenge is largely from a cybersecurity. I think it's acceptance that it is very important for your business, right? Especially at the leadership level. I think we still have to, I'm not talking about India alone, but across the world, there are bigger issues for leadership to look at. But one of the key things that we've encouraged is at the, at the leadership level is not, otherwise the general construct is you have a chief information security officer, you have him or her to drive this initiative. But Unfortunately, today that is not sufficient, because you need sponsorship from the executive level. You need boards and CEOs to understand that today, because of cybersecurity, my business can get into trouble. I think that realization is one thing that we all have to work together to make it happen. And this report is one step in that direction.
What are some of the bigger threats that you see coming in when we talk about cybersecurity, and how can we navigate out of such threats?
Yeah, so 3 major trends that we are seeing, and I think you'll see that in the report. One is on AI, cybersecurity for AI. I'm not talking about AI being used in cybersecurity for AI. Because AI systems, like, we were talking about LLMs are being, I saw some questions being asked on the LLMs, this country LLM being used, and what happens in those cases. That is one. The second is, so how do we secure those? Cybersecurity for AI is becoming extremely critical. Then, of course, quantum security. I think we need to prepare for that. And third, of course, is hardware security. So these are 3 key trends that we need to watch out for and prepare for it as a community.
My last question to you is, how do you think countries over the world can work together to challenge such threats?
I think it's all about collaboration, right? And I think we are in the same ecosystem. As I said, these cyber threats are cross-border, and definitely all countries have to come together and share information, share intel. But there are certain things that people keep it as their national advantage, national strategic advantage as well. The challenge is, how do you navigate that? But I think one of the key things is, we are a very big proponent of that, that India has to build its own cybersecurity capability, one good for the country as well as for the world.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for joining us in this conversation.
Thank you, Radhika, for having me.
Thank you.